the 5 reasons not to celebrate this demonic holiday. Reason number 1, Halloween is Satan's day.
This way! This way, hurry!
Why did you let him in our home? We have no idea who's after him.
Our target for this year's purge is hiding in your home. You have 1 hour to find him and give him to us, or we'll kill all of you.
They can't get in here, right? They can't get into our home. Again.
Halloween evolved from the ancient Celtic holiday of Samhain. Over the centuries, Halloween transitioned from a pagan ritual to a pagan day of parties, costumes, jack-o'-lanterns, and trick-or-treating for kids and adults. Samhain is a Gaelic festival marking of the end of the harvest season and beginning of winter or darker half of the year. Samhain was adopted in the Catholic Church and was changed to All Saints' Day. Pope Gregory III established November 1st as All Saints' Day, also known as All Hallows' Day, a day to honor all saints of the church that have attained heaven. The evening before All Saints' Day became a holy or hallowed eve, thus Halloween. You guys really love doing the ways of your oppressor. You guys really love following his holiday. The book of Proverbs chapter 3 verse 31, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. The Lord tells you right here to choose none of your oppressor's ways, like celebrating the demonic holiday, Halloween. Over to the book of Matthew. The book of Matthew chapter 15 verse 3, but he answered and said unto them, why do ye also transgress the commandments of God by your tradition? By your tradition, by the tradition of men, by celebrating Halloween, doing demonic things, as discussed before, doing all sorts of sorcery. Just letting it come into your mind, let it come into your house. Just doing anything that's against the word of God and going against the commandments. The things that you find pleasurable are against the commandment.
Reason number 2, why you shouldn't be celebrating Halloween. Because Halloween is about idolatry. The first sin to ever be committed by human beings was idolatry. Eve, the sin that she committed was idolatry. She wanted to be wise. She wanted to be equal or even better than Adam. The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 27. For the worshiping of idols not to be named, this is what happened with Eve. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. Putting on costumes is idol worship. It is a sin to keep this demonic day. Reason number 3, Halloween is dangerous to children, folks. Through the years, media reports continue to gather terrifying tales of deadly Halloween candy handed out by evildoers, a phenomenon dubbed Halloween sadism in the press. There was little 5-year-old Kevin Tostin of Detroit who died from heroin-laden Halloween candy in 1970. An 8-year-old Timothy O'Brien of Pasadena, Texas, who died from cyanide poisoning after eating tainted Halloween candy in 1976. A lot of candy has pork products in it. A lot of vanilla flavored candy is made from a secretion that comes from the anus of a beaver. A beaver! Another thing you need to pay attention to is that children get hit by cars. The number 4 reason why you shouldn't be celebrating Halloween. It's demonic.
Sorts of things. Roam free.
Daddy!
Shh, be quiet.
Why?
You'll bother the neighbors.
Okay.
Wait, there's another tradition. Always check your candy.
This holiday is demonic and everything about it. It is praise and worship to Satan and all of his demons. Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice come from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. We have to come out of Babylon the Great, folks. We have to come out of the customs and the traditions of following these heathenistic traditions, these heathenistic customs, these demonic, idol-filled holidays. Understand this thing, folks. The Lord is telling us to come out of the ways of the heathen. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. It means nothing. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 20. But I say that the things what the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils. You sacrificing the devils when you out there doing that crap. Or even going to Halloween parties. And not to God. You see that? It says they sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord, pay attention, and the cup of devils. It's one or the other, folks. You either with Yahweh or you with Satan. You either with Yahweh or you with the devils. The number 5 reason why you're not supposed to celebrate Halloween. Halloween invites evil.
Like Halloween or the new iteration of the Sabrina, the Teenage Witch series, can put evil spirits in you. Shows like this can influence you to want to pursue witchcraft and become witches or Wiccans, or even murderers. Let's get that in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or any observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, and because of these abominations, the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee. Passing your son or daughter through the fire refers to its idol worship. You make them a sacrifice to idols. Using divination and being an observer of times means you predict things. Also using witchcraft most of the time, or contacting evil spirits. Being an enchanter or a witch, charmer, dealing with familiar spirits, wizard, necromancer, you deal with witchcraft, magic, rituals, contacting or messing with the dead, which are evil spirits. You can't contact the dead. They're long gone. They're in sleep and rest. These are evil spirits you're contacting. And these are abominations that you're committing.
Up. Get up.
J.K. Rowling, when she created the book, she based it off of many different things. But specifically, she based it off of the teachings of Aleister Crowley, called the most evil man ever. He was a famous British sorcerer. Rowling's beliefs appear to be inspired by the occult writings of Aleister Crowley, the famous British sorcerer, the mysterious practices of the fabled King Knights Templar, and by Illuminists such as Adam Weishaupt and Helena Blavatsky. Her books reflect an intimate knowledge of magic as practiced by Wiccans. Wiccans are adhered to a pagan Druidic religion involving the worship of nature deities. For anyone wondering what the practice of magic entails, Crowley's Magic Theory and Practice, Dover's publication 1929, is insightful. Magic, note the Old English spelling, is a far cry from the ceremonial magic performed by the likes of Siegfried and Roy.
Revelations chapter 21 verse 8. These are the people that are going into that lake of fire. So you need to ask yourself, is it worth it for candy? Is it worth it to get liquored up? Is it worth it for that party? Is it worth it to get dressed up? And the unbelieving. You don't believe in the Most High God, because if you did, you would be obeying his laws, statutes, and commandments. And the abominable. That's you people who are celebrating Halloween. And murderers. People who either physically kill or you kill with your words. You always got foul, wicked things to say about other people. You kill them with your words. You're a murderer. And whoremongers. That's you men. Understand, men make women whores. You chase after a whore, you're a whoremonger. You are going to burn in the lake of fire, baby. You don't need no condoms there. And sorcerers and idolaters, everyone who's celebrating Halloween, everyone who's celebrating Christmas, everyone who's celebrating Thanksgiving, and all liars. This is a demonic world that's going to end in fire!